My crystal ball says that you're using MailChimp. And if you are, and you're thinking about switching to ActiveCampaign, then this is the video for you, because I am gonna take you through the most important things you need to consider if you're thinking about how to up your email game and get the most out of the platform you're using. We're gonna talk about 4 different things today: the email builder, automations, flexibility of the platform, and finally, the price. So if that sounds good to you, make sure that you like and hit that bell and sub and comment and all that stuff, and let's get started. Okay, so what do I expect out of a platform? That's where I want to start. The first thing I expect is it's easy to use. I don't want to have to work hard to figure it out. It'll take some time to get used to. If you've never used either of these systems, it takes a little bit of time, and that's fine. But I don't want to, after getting used to it, have to figure out how to use something and how to move a block around. I want it to be easy. I don't want it to be difficult to work with. I also don't want it to make me do all the work. I want to not have to click send every time an email goes out. I want to be able to automate a lot of that stuff and not have to think about it and have it making me money in the background. And then finally, I want it to take away the need for some other systems. I don't expect it to take all of them away, but maybe I can do some chat through there or some SMS marketing or have a CRM in there. That sounds really nice, right? So I don't want to have to pay for all these other systems if I can get it all in one place. So that would be really great. And then finally, with email itself, I want deliverability to be high. I'm not going to talk about that too much because actually both of these systems are pretty good with deliverability, so that's kind of nice. But it still is an expectation of mine that deliverability be very high on any of these email platforms, and they don't deal with a lot of spammers. So for the email builder, there's 2 things I want to look at. The first is the template choice. On MailChimp, the templates are pretty limited. There's like 5 or 6 that are built out, and then there's a couple of them that are very text-based. I'm a fan of text-based emails, but I still think that it's kind of a little too limited. And even after upgrade, there really isn't a lot there. ActiveCampaign has a pretty good amount, I'd say a little bit more than MailChimp, not a huge amount more. But what I really like about the template choice on ActiveCampaign is that after you've sent an email, if you want to base another email on the same design, you can just go to the Past Campaigns tab, and it's almost like having a template, but you just have to press 1 extra button. So it's kind of nice. And then if you look at the email builder itself for both of these, I have to say that they're both pretty good. MailChimp's is a little bit more stilted. So what I mean by that is if you want to have 2 columns that are next to each other, so one bit of text on one side, one bit of text on the other, you kind of have to plan that out in advance on the entire block level. So you have to either build out an entirely new block or just kind of scrub the one that you have, and I don't know, it's kind of a mess. So I don't really like that on the MailChimp builder, but is it a deal killer? No, absolutely not. On ActiveCampaign, it's a little bit more flexible and a little bit more of a pain because yes, you can add those blocks in on the side, so you can take an image and just kind of slap it in on the side and it's nice and easy. However, sometimes it is such a pain to get it to work exactly the way you want it to, and it'll make the image like super small and push everything off to the left, so that's kind of annoying as well. So on this point, email builder between MailChimp and ActiveCampaign, I'm gonna barely give this to ActiveCampaign. All right, automations are a huge part of email strategy today. You might not even realize it, but all of those emails that you're getting, they're not just mass emails. You're probably getting it because of an action you took fairly recently, because people are putting you in their list, which is putting them in an automation so that you're getting emails on a basis that is in concert, basically, with the actions that you've taken and how recently you have. So it's a huge part of email strategy today, and really, I'd say it's the heart of all email strategy. So the fact that MailChimp, they say they have automations, but they should call them sequences because there's no intelligence to them. It's just when they go on a list, they get an email, then another, then another, then another. There's nothing to them. It makes it such a huge deal killer for me. I really have a problem with the fact that they haven't gotten on this. And honestly, I think it's a huge miss because the platform for the most part is pretty good, but the fact that they haven't put anything into their automation strategy is a problem. And then ActiveCampaign, on the other hand, their automation software is incredible. It's super good. It's one of the best in the market, in my opinion. And it works seamlessly with the rest of their platform, which is kind of like a CRM. I mean, you can have an automation set up so that you send them an email, and if they open the email, then one person on your team is notified so they can start a more direct sales process. or you can analyze how they're going down your email sequence, and if they're opening, they're getting one email. If they're not, they're getting another email. There's so many things that you can do with automations, and it works so seamlessly with the rest of your platform. This is like 75% of your marketing budget really should be going towards this, because there is so much that you can be putting into this. So absolutely no question, point goes to ActiveCampaign for this one. All right, so flexibility. First, what do I mean by this? What I mean is email is great if you can send emails, but emails themselves, email addresses, are gold. So if you can capture email addresses, if you can use them for other things like Facebook custom audiences, etc., then that's really where the money is a lot of the time. That's why I say that you can really focus a lot of your energy on this particular channel, because this channel is kind of multiple channels. So first, can you integrate contacts automatically? Can it do that? Yes, absolutely. I mean, they both have to be able to do that in this modern age. So they both have forms that are integratable. I don't like that on MailChimp you have non-white labeled forms, but they have a non-paid version, so it kind of makes sense that they would have that, right? Beyond that, MailChimp has a couple things that are really interesting. The first is Facebook ads. So that makes a lot of sense with their market and with their current business, because you can take the email addresses, you can build them into custom audiences, and then you can use those custom audiences to build lookalikes, which are audiences that are kind of like the audience you already have inside Facebook, so that you can target more people more broadly. They also have a landing page builder, which is huge in my opinion, because landing page builders can be pretty expensive. Take a look at this video if you want a little bit more info on that. And if you don't have a landing page builder already and you want to use MailChimp for that, then that can really help you quite a bit. They have something kind of weird too, the social media scheduler. It's new, I haven't played with it yet, but I find it kind of strange in their business plan why they would have a social media scheduler, because I don't feel like it really plays very well into the rest of their setup. It's just a personal opinion. I don't understand why they did it. Maybe they know better than I do. And then ActiveCampaign has a lot of this stuff too, but it's different. So there's a lot of flexibility here as well. They have chat. You have to pay an extra $15 a month, I think, for that. But the great thing about this is if you're using something like the Facebook Messenger, it doesn't integrate with your systems. This is a direct integration with your systems, so it's kind of like building your CRM out with every single chat, which is great. There's also SMS marketing, which is some of the most effective ways of contacting people directly is SMS marketing, so you should consider it for that. And then another couple things that I think are really cool is their deals CRM. You don't have to have an alternative CRM with ActiveCampaign. You can build out your deals right there. You have your contact management, you have deals that they're associated with, what stage they're in, you can assign them to certain employees, etc. And you can qualify them or score them in ActiveCampaign as well, so that you can understand exactly how warm they are. So I would say, honestly, they're both pretty flexible. So if I have to think about who to give the point to, I'm gonna give it to both of them here. Okay, last point, pricing. So pricing is based on the number of contacts and the functionality that you're looking for. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna base this on 10,000 contacts, because I'm kind of assuming that you guys are really looking to push forward as much as possible. There are lesser plans that you can start with and kind of move up to this, so no worries. And also the functionality I'm going to look at is kind of the basics that you need. So emailing, automations, white labeling I think is really important, and audience building. MailChimp's pricing, you have to go for the standard plan. You can't go for the lesser plan, the essential, because if you do, you're still going to have the MailChimp logo on everything. I think that's pretty ridiculous, to be honest with you. I don't want to have to pay 75 bucks a month at the 10,000 contact level and still be seeing your logo on everything. I'm not advertising MailChimp. I don't want to pay to advertise MailChimp. I want to pay to advertise myself. So that makes me a little bit mad. But in any case, if you want to get rid of that, you have to go for the $99 a month plan. And in MailChimp's case, there is no discount for an annual purchase. So that's $1,188 a year. On ActiveCampaign, I would suggest the Plus plan, which is the second level up. And the reason for this is that you get SMS marketing, you get dynamic content inside your emails based on how people react, you get Facebook custom audiences, and a lot of like deal CRM and all that sort of stuff as well. So that comes out to $249 a month, but if you're paying on an annual basis, that's $199 a month, so that's $2,388 a year. So that's like more than double, so I have to give the point just based on the numbers to MailChimp. All right, guys, so there you go. That's ActiveCampaign versus MailChimp. ActiveCampaign 3, MailChimp 2. So I would say ActiveCampaign is the winner here. And if you're thinking about going for this platform, just realize that I would say it's more business focused. It's more focused on getting the most sales out of your website as possible. So take advantage of that deal CRM, take advantage of that chat and SMS marketing, and then let me know how that went for you and if you really enjoyed that switch and what things were like for you. Also, before I forget, there's an affiliate link in the bottom, so if you decide to go for it, please use that link because then I get a little bit of extra for it. But I did try to be as objective as possible here because I think that there are some real merits to both platforms. So if that sounds good to you, if you like this video, please like and comment and sub and hit that bell to be notified for the next one, and I will catch you next time.